Hi, this is Elizabeth, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Ryan Pierce, host of Completely Serious here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Completely Serious, where we talk about sports and have fun with great guests. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of Completely Serious. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Self-doubt stopped you from doing something? Think about where you might be if you never allowed fear of not being good enough or from what you're doing in life stop you from doing great things. Where would you be in life if you let love and the thing that you're really good at and the passion you have for something, where would you be if you let those things take over in your life? Good morning. My name is Meyer, and welcome to Public House Media. I am so glad that you're here with me. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Today we're going to be talking about fear and how to get past it, how to move past those self-doubts, how to move past the fear in your life, push fear out of the way and let love fill in. How you can let love and the things you're good at and the joys in your life take over and allow you to become the person that you are destined to be. Welcome to Public House Media. I'm so glad that you're here with me. We are brought to you today by the Good God Company. They are a fabulous organization that's working to create t-shirts and other creative consumer products that have been beautifully made and are full of inspirational, motivational, and spiritual messages to help you show off your faith a little bit, to help you bring others to that curiosity of what Christ might be and how you can, live your faith and show your faith often. So go check them out on Facebook or just Google the Good Guide Company. And I'm looking forward to getting my gear soon. I ordered a couple shirts, a couple tanks that I can wear during my workouts and show others that Christ is a cool thing. All right, so let's get rolling. Like self-doubt, fears, things that can take you back. So my first question to you this morning was, how many times has self-doubt stopped you from doing something? How many times have you let fear get in the way of doing something great? I'm someone who's always struggled with self-doubt. From the very beginning to even now sometimes, I still struggle with self-doubt. I have to check myself and really figure out what it is that I'm trying to do, where are these thoughts coming from, and how can I move in a way. I compare my work to someone else's. I think about what my limitations might be. I oftentimes, let comparison kill the joy of what I'm trying to do. So am I scared of what people are going to think? Am I worried about how things are going to work out? Am I going to try to be too perfectionist in it? Is it something, am I going to be good enough? Like all of those things kind of rally up into the things that what we're trying to figure out and how we can accomplish the things we want to accomplish, but letting fear overcome the issues that are in our hearts. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about like why I was kind of scared to start some things or how you can kind of move forward in things too. I love, sharing what I've experienced, and then hopefully you can relate to those things and see how you can move past some of the fears that you have in your heart and your mind to do the things that you want to do too, because I'm not perfect. I still have self-doubt as well. But I've come up with a lot of great teachings, and I've come across lots of great inspirational and things that I've used to get past some things, and I hope that you do it as well. So, I knew that there were things out there that would make me happy. I knew doing things that I love to do. I love fitness. I love helping people. I love being a part of people's lives and helping them believe in themselves. Some of the greatest joys that I have are when I'm able to help someone find their strength mentally and physically, how I can help people build a business, or just believe in themselves, let go of some of the doubt that they have in their lives. That's what lights me up. That's the things that I have great joy around. But sometimes, I have a fear of not being enough. I have a fear of not telling them the right thing. I have a fear of what other people think about me. And I know it kind of feels weird sometimes, opening up my heart and my soul on these kind of platforms. But when I share my story, I hope that helps you know that you can share your story as well, and that you can accomplish great things, because there's always things that are going to be able to set you back, but there's also great possibility in things that you can accomplish and do. So we're going to have to really talk about where sometimes people get really scared at the start. People really get nervous when you start something, but when you can get past the start and you can just get moving into it, taking action is the number one step. When you're nervous, when you're scared, just take the step. When you're, it's kind of like thinking of like skydiving, or thinking about like taking that plunge if you're like bungee jumping, which I would probably never do because I'm definitely afraid of heights. But maybe that's something I probably should do, right? Is to do something. It's just to take action on it. So if you're never going to jump out of the plane unless you actually step out of the plane, you're never going to be able to get forward doing the things that you love if you're not doing the things that you love. So when it came time to like really think about what it is that I wanted to do with my life and follow my purpose and, live out the things that I say every day, it was a big leap to hand in my resignation letter this year. It was a really big leap to, talk with my husband about what are the things that are possibilities. And I have a fabulous job. I have a fabulous job currently at a school district, but there's also a cap on that. And so while I know that I've kind of peaked at my point there, where I was feeling stuck. I was feeling like that's kind of where I was in life. You can move forward in those ways because you can step outside of fear and know that things are there. I don't know where all the things kind of come from, where these doubts kind of rally into. If you can make money doing the things that you love doing, isn't that the best thing to do? Thoughts keep telling me, like this will never work. You'll be able to do, questioning myself, like, will people want to join me in this mission? But then then you got to dig into you got to let go of the things that stop you in your tracks and switch your mindset. So first thing is to take action. The second thing is to switch your mindset. When you feel or hear a negative mindset coming into you, those thoughts of doubt, those things of I could never, those things of I haven't been able to, like, flip those around to use the word yet. So I haven't been able to yet, or I'm going to soon, and start flipping that around. I will be able to, I am going to, and be the positive side of things. So, there's a lot of things that you can do in order to push past some things. There are some things that you can do that, fear is just a mind game, really. It's a very powerful one, but it's definitely a mind game. So if we focus on the things that are causing us fear, that's what we're going to get more of. We talk about this a lot of times with manifesting things. If you want more love in your life, think about love. When you want more love, when you want more patience in your life, practice patience. If you want more of anything, that's what you need to focus on. Don't focus on the lack, but focus on the abundance. You can do scary things. You just have to focus on the positive side of those scary things and not the fear side of those scary things. So, like I said, fear is a mind game. It's super powerful, and if we focus, what we focus on, we create more of. So if you're scared of something, focus on the positive things that are there. If you are, what are the benefits going to be in that situation? Things are going to be difficult at times. You're going to have struggles in the area. You're not going to master it immediately, but that's where the strength comes, and that's where the journey is amazing, is when you can work through the struggles and gain strength in that and move forward anyway. It helps shift your focus from what you can't do to what you can do, and do things that are amazing in the process. So start looking at discomfort differently. This wisdom has been brought to several of my mentors through like Robin Sharma and Brendan Burchard and John Maxwell. Like, just dive yourself into personal development of where you want to go. So when I'm feeling stuck on something, I plug into, with my headphones, into a good podcast, into something to belief into myself. I plug into people around me that have belief in me. You are like the 5 people that you hang out with the most. So who are you hanging out with? Whether it's in virtual form in a podcast, whether it's in connection form with a human being, surround yourself with people that are going to bring you up and help you move forward. When I talk to my mentors and I talk to the people in my life that are building me up, I want to be able to find myself wanting to give up things that I don't think I'm good enough at, or I'm scary, or that are hard. Their advice really helps take me forward in things. They help me know that it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to struggle a little bit, because that's where you gain strength. That's where you gain confidence, is when you can overcome something like that. So of course, everyone wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to be that convenience piece, especially in our day and age where information and stuff is just at our fingertips. And it always seems like comfort is the highest good according to the world. But we don't grow very much when we're stuck in our comfort zone. We don't move forward when we are stuck in our same comfort spot. It's so easy to see discomfort as a negative thing, but really discomfort is necessary to be a part of stretching ourselves. It's a part of growing as a person, trying new things, putting yourself out there, having a blog, or putting up something on Etsy, or starting a business, or just going to a new fitness class, or doing something different outside your comfort zone is awesome. Failure is something that a lot of people see as a scary thing. Sometimes we just don't want to try because we don't want to fail. But you know what? Failure isn't a bad thing. Failure means that you're growing. Failure means that you're trying new things and you're stepping outside your comfort zone and you're doing everything that you need to get out of where you're at. So I know that mentally, a lot of us carry that failure is a bad thing, and we don't want to fail. We try to avoid failure at all costs. But trying to avoid failure also means that you're almost really attempting to not grow. One of the affirmations that I say with my kids every single morning is, when I struggle, I just keep trying, because when I fail is when I learn. Failure isn't just an ending point or something that is a means to an end. It's really becoming aware of the things that aren't going to work, and you can try something different to grow in a different way. So if you don't want to fail, it means you also don't necessarily want to grow. When we fail at something, it's when you learn about what does work and what doesn't work. Failure, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Seek it as a good thing. And when you know that you are failing, you also know that you are moving in a good direction, because they often say that 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but you learn in that process, and then you can move forward stronger and with more knowledge of what maybe not to do to keep moving forward in a positive. So being uncomfortable is a good thing. It means you're growing. This is an excellent way to see if you're getting forward in something that you want to do. Seeing excuses as they really are. That's kind of step number 4. Excuses are just fear and self-doubt in disguise. I can sometimes be the queen of excuses, putting things off that I need to get done. But sticking with them is the theme of this podcast today. It's just getting past the fears, getting past the excuses, and moving forward anyway. I'm not an expert by any means, so I can't necessarily tell you every single step that's going to work fail proof, but try. Just give it a whirl. I realize that you don't have to be an expert to write a blog. You don't have to be an expert to start a fitness class. You don't have to be an expert to put yourself out there. Just write. Just be you. Just go out and do the things that are exciting to you. And, everything will work out in the end. Because if you're letting go of self-doubt and you're letting go of the fears, that's a win in itself. And so, moving forward in a way that you believe in yourself, that you know that you can accomplish things. Give yourself a little pep talk. Put the excuses aside and really manifest the joy in your life. Manifest the prosperity in your life. Manifest the things that are amazing to you, and you will be able to do anything. We are really unstoppable when we believe in our success, when we believe in growing as a human being, when we believe in getting outside of our comfort zone. The 5th thing I want you to do is involve God. This, of course, is the most effective and the most important way to deal with fear and self-doubts. It's generally the most helpful way of dealing with everything in life, actually. Praying about it, trusting in his process, sometimes easier said than done, but it's something that he created you to be who you are, and he has a plan for you. And when you can trust in that plan, and you can put aside your fears that are maybe keeping you back from fulfilling those plans, that's when you can, when you're putting the fears aside, that's when you're really going to grow. And the times in my life when my prayer life is going well, I find it so much easier to give my fears, my worries, and my insecurities to God, to give it all to him, because he has a bigger picture and a bigger plan for me. So if I stop focusing so much on the things that, are being prideful, or the things that are allowing me to kind of get into self-doubt, when my prayer life is going well, it seems to happen naturally. Just as a result of my dialogue with God, my struggle for me is having the discipline to continue my prayers and to make sure my routine is sticking strong, and making sure that I get into his word and get into my journal time and get into connection with him. And so doing little things like setting alarms on my phone, making sure I have my prayer, my journal book right here with me in the morning, just connecting with him. When I see something that makes me smile, I just thank him for that. And being so connected, and not being distracted by the day, but reminding myself how important my relationship with my God is, and how just keep working towards the things that he's created me for. So one way of praying that really brings me peace is just an area that just thinking back on specific times that I've been worried or that I've been scared, and God's taking care of it. And he's not failed me in the past. He's not going to fail me in the future. So letting go of those fears and letting go of the worry, because worry gets you nowhere but feeling bad. So focus on the peace, focus on the joy, focus on the happiness, and feel so good being reminded that God is always taking care of you, and there's nothing really to worry about, because he's got our backs. He has us with all the time. So sorry, kind of irony of this whole thing. Sometimes I was kind of scared to come talk to you about this. And I was super scared to talk about, taking the leap of faith that I've taken recently in my life with resigning from my job and doing this full time. But, it's something that I need to do. It's something I need to talk about, because if I'm fearful and I'm holding that inside of me, it's not going to go well for anyone. When fear and doubt take over your life, negative things happen. So if you are stuck in something like that, if you're feeling like you're struggling with something that you're letting fear and excuses and doubt creep into your heart, I want you to flip that over. I want you to change your mindset. I want you to connect to your God. I want you to take action on something that is going to help you move forward in it, and realize that the scary part is just the start. When you get into the flow and you get into the amazingness, it gets to be so much better. If you need help with any of those things, reach out. Let's talk. Shoot me an email at choosetoriseup@gmail.com. Let's get you connected to something that's going to build you up, get you surrounded by some positive people. Let's find you some mentors that are going to help you be your best every day. And when you're in a struggle, I hope that you learn to pray about it, get into the discipline of continued prayer and trusting in God, and when all of that happens, everything else will just fall into natural place, because we'll be back into the flow with our Creator. We'll be back into connection to the energy of how our lives are really supposed to work, and how the plan that He has for us. So thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope that you got something out of this, that you're able to push away those fears and doubts and self-limiting beliefs, and really be who you're intended to be. Rise up out of your current self and live your best life. Rise up out of the struggles and live your life with purpose, with hope, with passion for what God's created you to do. And if you need help figuring that out, if you need help getting some clarity in your life, figuring out the game plan, especially for you busy mamas out there, I have a special tool that I've created that kind of helps you get some clarity around your goals, get some action steps that you can help you move forward, and then kind of just lay out a game plan for you as a busy mom, or as just a professional working woman that just needs some help kind of organizing it all. So if that's something that you would like to be a part of, it's something you need some affirmations for, shoot me your email at choosetoriseup@gmail.com, or find me at choosetoriseup.com, and let's connect. Let's get talking, and let's get moving in a good direction. I would love to support you. I'd love to connect with you. I have a healthy living group on Facebook called Choose to Rise Healthy Living, and I'd love for you to be a part of that as well. Anybody's welcome there that's positive and uplifting and needs a little support in something. So jump in there and join me. If you need help getting connected there, shoot me an email here on Public House Media or at my own page, Choose to Rise Up, and we'll see you there soon. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope you have a blessed day. And also thanks to Good God Company for sponsoring us, and I hope to see you next time right here on Public House Media on Friday. Talk to you later.